Hello everyone, I'm really excited to show you some of the improvements and advancements we've been making here at Geolitix around the concept of interpretation, specifically for pipes. So let's take a look at this data set. It comes to us from our friends at Concrete GPR in Portland, Oregon, and it is a dense data set. There's a line every 1 foot in both directions. This is a 350 megahertz GSSI antenna. I'm just going to turn on the slices here. I've already made these, and I've also pre-processed all this. And as we slice down through the layers, we can clearly see that there is quite a complexity here with all the pipes present. In fact, what we can do is get a better picture of everything all at once by doing a very thick slice. In this case, this is from 30 centimeters down to a meter and 30 centimeters. So this is 1 meter of ground that's being stacked together, and we're looking at the entire slice. So if I was to now create a new layer, let's say I'm going to add a new pipe on here, I will give it a color that I can see. And I'm not going to give it a diameter right now. It's easy to work with single lines. And I'll go ahead and start adding some nodes in here, and these nodes will define where that pipe exactly is. So I'll give it one there, and I think that's about as far as I'm not sure if it continues past down here. All right, so I'll accept that. Now I've got my nodes and my pipe where I want it, but the problem is I kind of have the X and Y, but I didn't get the depth very good, did I? Because I'm looking at a slice that is 1 meter thick. I want to do a better job at getting my Z depth or my Z coordinate much more dialed in. So what I can now do is go ahead and use the Alt key. And what I've got here, if I go ahead and edit, I can actually see now where that slice is, but more importantly, I can see exactly where I've placed my node, and I can see that I made a little mistake here. I'm going to tuck it over and move it up to there, right? So that's the exact, because we always want to be interpreting our pipes if we're trying to be as accurate as possible using the shape of the hyperbola, not the slices. The slices tend to blur things. So if we want to have a good idea of X, Y, and depth, then we want to be looking at the hyperbolas. So let's go ahead and look at this next point I placed here. I'm going to use the Alt key, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this line right here. Now this one is at a very strange angle, so I'm not sure if I can see exactly where it's supposed to be. So maybe what I'm going to do is go ahead and say take this one right here, and let's see how we did here. And I can see that this is now, I have not placed a node on this line. What this is a projection of where that polyline would transect this profile, right? So it's kind of like a ghost point. I can make that into a real point by right-clicking on it, adding a new node, and then moving it over and say, whoop, there it is. So now I can go through this entire profile. I don't have to do every line, but I can really pin down my depths by picking 1 or 2 points, or maybe more, and having a really good model out of this by having much more control over the Z coordinate. So I hope this is useful to you. I know it should be for most users that are in the utility detection market. So as always, reach out to us with new ideas and new suggestions, or if you have any questions. Thank you so much.